What's up, guys? Anthony James Golf. So really excited. I've worked on this video for a couple of days, just trying to get the transition right. I haven't got a software for music licensing yet, so that's the only thing missing from the video. But outside of that, some pretty good content. What you'll see is I went and did a practice session at PGA Superstore. You can actually do this yourself. PGA Superstore you can do like a pay by use, and you can do it in 30-minute increments. I believe it's like $14.99. Comes out to like $16.23 or something like that. If you want to do a 30 minutes, get some data off the Foresight machine. If not, you can also do an annual subscription, which is what I did, and I'll explain the reason why. It's $149 for a 365-day period. But my daughters go to a cheer that's, no kidding, same shopping plaza as the PGA Superstore. So I figured, why not, right? Like, I'm going to be there anyways. Their cheer practices are usually about 2 hours long. So perfect thing for me to do, to be able to just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to the PGA Superstore while they're at practice, and works out perfect. I get some practice in, I get some data on the golf clubs. They also have video cameras set up so that way you can rewatch every single swing that you take. It's extremely helpful. And I haven't had to do the expense of, trying to create my own simulator here at the house. It's a little difficult because my ceilings aren't as tall. I think I have 8-foot ceilings, and that is just a recipe for disaster when swinging some of the longer clubs. So, yeah, really excited to share the content. You'll see some yardages. You'll see some different swings from wedges all the way up to driver. And also, I'll be walking through some of my swing content or swing thoughts of what I'm feeling and pointing out some of the things I'm trying to fix. But again, first and foremost, want to say thank you to everyone that's followed. Thank you to everyone that's liked, subscribed. Appreciate the support. Really, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out as well. I'm trying to get better at this day by day, and if you have any suggestions, open for them as well. Some things you'd like to see. So outside of that, again, thanks guys, and hope you enjoy the video. Man, I was itching to hit this 56 degree. Was really excited, putting it in the bag. This honestly felt like butter as it interacted with the face. I could definitely tell that the raw grooves or the raw face was really gripping the golf ball. Reason why is there's a couple of shots in here where I get a little steep and really spin the ball, and it's in that I'm literally taking the cover off the golf ball. So probably won't stay like that forever, obviously, right, as there's more wear and tear on the grooves. But fresh grooves, no better feeling when it comes to hitting wedges. So that was a fun time. Transitioning into the 8-iron, I worked on just my even number clubs today. No rhyme and reason for that when it comes to my irons. Just wanted to get some yardage gapping. Hitting the 8-iron roughly around 160 to 172 yards. It's actually a little bit further than I thought I was hitting it. I thought my 8-iron was playing about 155 to 165. So pretty cool to see that. Obviously, these are normalized numbers. These are also all carry numbers. Nothing that is rollout. There's no wind factors. This is all at sea level as well. So just some data behind the numbers in terms of what's going on in the background. Really don't see much in terms of like where my misses were working with the shorter irons. It's when I transition into the longer clubs later. It's when I transition into the longer clubs later that you'll see getting into the 6-iron, this is where I started to feel the kinks in my swing I mentioned in previous videos that I'm trying to fix. So getting a little long, my right elbow is getting pretty far away from my body at the top of my swing, which can cause me to come over the top, and when coming over the top, the body is either going to keep the face shut and it's going to be a pull hook, or it's going to be, I'm going to try to save it with my hands and yank them across, and it creates kind of like a bloopy left to right shot shape, or a bloopy fade is what we'll call it in golf. So that's where that really started happening. Hitting the 4-iron, this is where I really started to see the yardage of me really not knowing how far I hit my clubs. I thought my 4-iron was a 210 club. As you can see, I'm hitting this thing 220 plus. 10 yardage difference in golf could mean the difference between a par and a bogey. That could mean the difference between a birdie and a par, right? This is a 1-shot difference, and that's just a 10-yard gap. I left a little bit more content with each clip and each swing, so that way you could see where the shot shape actually ended, how far it was offline. I went back because obviously I'm like, in some parts of the videos I actually walk and cut across like where the yardage was, so just me not being mindful of the camera. Again, learning how to manage the content and learning how to manage video making, just things to be mindful of. That's where I went back, rewatched these videos, slowed them down, zoomed in to capture the footage. If you've made it this far, just want to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the support. If you can, please follow me or subscribe. I have TikTok, YouTube, as well as Instagram. All of them at Anthony James Golf. Be responding to comments, questions, as well as taking suggestions on content you guys want to see. But just wanted to share my gratitude for everything thus far. Some other things that I really notice is that I don't know that I even need to hit a hybrid anymore, and could potentially throw another wedge in my bag, or I really don't know, because the yardage I was hitting my 3-iron and my 5-wood were so closely related that maybe it's pulling the 3-iron out and keeping the 5-wood in, because the 5-wood is my favorite bag, my favorite club in the bag. Like, no kidding, the way that that club lies on the ground, the way that the shaft flexes, the way it feels in my hands, the weight of the club, like, favorite club to hit on the golf course. Like, if I needed to hit a shot roughly about 240, 250 yards just to make sure I'm in the fairway because there's so much danger, that's the club I'm pulling out. I'd rather hit that club than a 4-iron. I'd rather hit that club than a 6-iron. Like, I absolutely love my 5-wood. Favorite club in the bag. I learned post this video that you can actually create an account with Foresight. I'm actually looking up what it's called. You can create a free FX Live account. It's at foresightsports.com. And you'll want to create FX Live account, not an actual account on Foresight. just creating a username and password completely free. When going, you can log into your account, so that way it can record your data, it can record your swings as well, so that way you can later review them and not have to worry about exporting them and saving to your content. So I thought that was really cool that I learned. I haven't obviously done it yet, but we'll do it and we'll walk you through if there's any hiccups in that process. Getting into the longest club in my bag, everybody's favorite club to hit, the driver. Again, I want to remind everybody these are all carry yardages, not total yardages. So I say that because I got a piece of humble pie when I realized that my full swing, 100%, while still being in control, my carry yardage is 296, so just 4 yards short of the 300 club. Yeah, nice little piece of humble pie during this practice session. But I also wanted to test my fairway finder, right? What's my safe shot feel like? What is that actually getting out there in terms of carry yardage? So found out it was about 270, 275, which I found to be very useful, especially in competition setting or anything like that. That's great yardage just to safely put something without taking too much off of it and creating a longer shot into a par 4. It did get hot during this practice session, which is why you'll see the outfit change. Yeah, it was cooking in there after a little bit. And I actually just tried to muscle through it, but it didn't work. And rough way to end. I ran out of time on my 30-minute time slot and absolutely hooked one. But take the same mentality with that, as well as like growing up in batting practice. Like, hey, if you end on a bad swing, you just got to take it, let it sit with you for a little bit, let yourself think about it and get over it, right? Just, it's one of those things that our coaches growing up just told us probably builds character. Still lives with me to this day. But thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Look forward to creating some more content for you guys. I have some rounds coming up. I'm also going to be doing some competition rounds this year, recording those so that way I can deliver those and show progress through that. So again, like, subscribe, follow Anthony James Golf. Again, open to some feedback, comments, questions. Appreciate the support again, guys. Really and truly means a lot. Thanks.